Okay, this is the first Colorcabal Hangout that hopefully isn't going to mess up this time. We have with us today, we have Coffee, we have Indigo, and we have Kate. Kate Knelligan from the, is it Knelligan or is it just Nelligan?
It's just Nelligan.
Just Nelligan, okay. Kate Nelligan from the Q Brigade. We're just going to chill out, relax, talk crap. That's kind of what we do. So I guess I'll start off. Did you guys all hear that apparently we got accused of a drive-by shooting?
Yep.
Ah,
That's the thing.
Yep, that's a thing that exists. Was it UK? Was this all you're doing?
Oh yeah, obviously. Yeah.
I assumed as much. Yeah, I looked into it. I was telling the guys before we went live. I was looking into it, and apparently we did a drive-by shooting on a street that doesn't exist, in an area that actually just doesn't exist. So we managed to bend the time-space continuum and then cause a drive-by shooting. Which, honestly, I'm more impressed than anything.
We're still awaiting reports of blue phone boxes materializing anywhere.
I saw Grums was shitposting today. Mark Kern. It's so cute when people who've joined into this whole fiasco, who previously seemed so professional, start shitposting. Oh, you're trying. It's so cute. It's like we did the same with Christina Hoff Summers. She started shitposting for a while. It's like, oh, yay! It's great. It's like watching your mother join in on a hobby and like play video games for the first time or whatever. It's like, oh, you're trying. It's cute. So what have you guys been up to? Anything exciting? Anything crazy? We'll go with... No?
Well, I've had my English exam written, but that's not exciting.
No. Yeah, no, that's not exciting. Confirmed as. Kate, you been up to much?
I've been trying to play Witcher. My Xbox has been acting funky. It keeps not reading the disc, so I haven't played it since this weekend. Probably gonna have a massive session this weekend.
PC Master Race. Sorry, what?
I bet everyone here is PC Master Race except for Coffee.
Yep.
Yeah. Coffee has a toaster. And...
I saw it.
Yeah.
I'm within the PC gaming scene. I'm the ugly face of Chernobyl. I'm an inbred mutant bastard offspring ginger child, hate child.
Yep. Yeah, we also we treat him like that in the chats. It's great. Indigo, are you PC Master Race? I saw you playing Counter Strike.
I actually just got into PC gaming mid last year. I guess I've been into PC gaming longer than that, but like, I haven't had a good computer till mid last year, so I pretty much played everything that took more than League of Legends on consoles.
Oh, newcomer to the party. Well, enjoy your stay.
It's also just a lot more convenient to play things on a computer because it does everything else as well.
Some crazy things have been happening recently. I saw Ian Miles Chung decided to sort of apologize and go back on some of the stuff he said before. What do you guys think about that?
Interesting.
Coffee, Kate, you have any opinions? Any strong feelings?
Nope.
I'm glad he apologized, but I don't have any strong feelings, and I don't really trust him either, despite the apology.
Okay, but you forgive him for the stuff he's done so far because of said apology?
I guess you kind of should, right?
Yeah.
I'm tentative about it, so we'll see.
Understandably,
Yeah.
understandably.
Yeah, I think everyone is. I think everyone's kind of skittish.
Well, it's natural. After the amount of crap we've had to put up with, I mean, what do they expect? We're hardly going to run back to them with open arms. What else has been happening? Well, do you think many other people are going to sort of go that route, or do you think it's sort of an isolated event?
Isolated. Just like the Brianna Wu, Brad Wardell, like coffee meeting sort of detente thing. I just don't think, I wanted to believe that they were going to, kind of ease up and maybe things would chill out, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. I mean, like, just what was it, like a couple weeks ago, the SJWs were attacking Joss Whedon.
Oh,
It doesn't
yeah.
seem like anything's getting better. It seems like it's just cropping up in new places.
It seems like a lot of people, especially with the Joss Whedon stuff, a lot of people are sort of seeing it for the bullshit it is. Or maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
New
Um,
people are every time. Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
But
I've always said that I think more people would find this, or like I think it's mostly like the majority of people think this stuff is bullshit, but most of the people don't bother to say anything about it because they don't really think anything of it.
Something like that.
I really feel bad for Joss Whedon. Just like,
Yeah.
this was
I
like
did
his
too.
group. This was like his group of people, and they just sort of stabbed him in the back. Really.
Shows a lot about them that they would turn on him like that.
Yeah, they did it over nothing too. That's the
Right.
thing.
Right. It was over nothing. That was the most offensive part to me, and that there was so much vitriol. I mean, Asto Jap, I don't know how to pronounce that. The sea otter.
I
He he posted a storify of some of those tweets directed at Whedon, and they were awful. I really actually did feel bad for him.
I shared that Storify out. It was really, really forward thinking of him to grab them all and put them all together. So hats off to him for that, and also hats off to him for actually trudging through all that crap. Because
Oh, I know that was hard on him. I know. It would be hard on anyone to read that sort of, filth.
yeah, I struggled. So I tried to read some of it because I was like, well, there's got to be someone in here that's telling me exactly why they're pissed. Because that's what I always try to do, is understand where the anger's coming from, even if I don't agree with it. And I couldn't see it. I couldn't figure out why these people were so angry.
Weren't they angry because of some character portrayal?
They seem to be angry because Black Widow in the Avengers movie, The Rise of Ultron, that she didn't have big enough a role, or that she had some character flaws or something.
Wonderful.
Like Joss Whedon had built her up to be this perfect character that's like gonna change the face of how women are portrayed in the media forever, and then obviously couldn't deliver. Just couldn't deliver. Which no one fucking can. It is a ridiculous. It's a ridiculous expectation.
Everyone was talking about how she was like the only female character, the only female superhero in the whole thing too, and like no one ever said a damn thing about Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. Like, there's another woman
Like
right
she
there.
literally just did not exist. No one ever said a word about her.
I thought Scarlet Witch was fucking awesome myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
She'll play a bigger part in other movies too, because I think they set up for a new Avengers movie, and she's part of the new Avengers. So.
She's one of the members of the new Avengers, which I'm kind of disappointed that they've gone for the whole sort of the same layout with the new Avengers. I think they could have branched out a little bit more.
The only thing I didn't like about the Avengers movie was that, like, just like the first one, I think they set up for, like, so many things that they didn't really focus on the plot of the movie itself.
Yeah, they sort of stretched themselves a bit too thin.
There are like always too many things happening in the Avengers movies.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of what happens when you have a bunch of characters there, and you could make a movie dedicated to any one of them, and to try and
Yeah.
have a movie about all of them. I mean, it's bound to sort of the things to get lost in translation almost. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys see the film, or have you guys sort of boycotted it due to the patriarchy?
I never really grew up with superheroes or something in my childhood, so I don't really care about the superheroes films.
Okay, hold the phone here. Hold the phone. Coffee.
Yes.
Did you grow up with superheroes?
No, I grew up without.
You grew up without superheroes? You didn't
Yeah.
have any superheroes as a child? You are I
That's
pity
a
you right
shame.
now. I pity you.
It's a
I'm
shame.
sorry to hear that.
Just didn't appeal to me.
That might be worse than the toaster computer.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if we can be friends, dude. Like I might have to kick you off this show right now. There's a line in the sand and you're getting dangerously close to it. That's all I'm gonna say. What else do we have here? Yeah, on my big list of topics that are really meant to be for tomorrow, but screw it, I'm using them now. Uh, I'm cheating. What else do we have? Oh, Based Gamer is finally starting to actually do something. Like, you guys heard about Based Gamer like ages ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just got an email about that.
Yeah, I've been getting
Well,
emails from them again lately too.
Yeah, yeah, I just noticed that, and I didn't have a chance to really read through it yet. I clicked on the link, but it was on my phone, and it was all slow.
oh yeah. Well, phone internet is terrible. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, they got their Kickstarter filled up, and then they just sort of disappeared for a while. They just,
Yeah,
yeah, we didn't see from them for ages. And then all of a sudden, boom, they're back, and they're now going to E3, and they're looking for content providers. It's like, where were you? We've been looking around for you for ages.
I kind of had forgot about it, to be
me
honest,
too.
Yeah, same
because
here.
I supported it before I even started doing the whole Gamergate thing, because that was way before I even really got into Gamergate, like personally, when I
Mm.
was just like watching what was going on.
When you were watching and deciding like who was
Oh
gonna
no,
win.
I was always a big supporter of it since like it first started. It was just the people who I was friends with, the people I hung out with online. Like it was just a big SJW community, and they were all Gamergate's bad, and you can't think this and you can't think that, and I just kind of just didn't say anything about it for a long time until it got a little too much.
Mm. Well, that's often seems to be what happened with lots of people is. I know it happened to me. I don't know about you guys, but well, I heard about Gamergate and heard how horrible it was, and it was sort of like me watching them from a distance, going, "Well, I'm waiting for the horrible stuff.
Yeah.
Yet, it's yet to happen. Am I missing? Am I on the wrong website? Am I missing something?"
to me
It
it
was
was like to me it was like all right, I see people being dicks, but it's coming from both sides in equal amounts. So like, what's the big deal here?
mm. I see people being dicks, but I saw that the Gamergate people who were dicks at least had evidence to back up what they were
Yeah,
saying.
they at least had like valid points, and
Yeah.
like a lot of the anger coming from people on the Gamergate side was like the people getting pissed off because people were just like not taking what they had to say seriously or that sort of thing.
Mm. Seems to be the way things are right now. It's just outrage everywhere, whether you actually have the facts or not. You're going to be pissed off, and we're going to make up reasons to be pissed off. I mean, how did you guys come across all of this drama? What were your sort of break-in moments?
I
I
don't know.
We've already.
People started talking about Zoe Quinn, and I had no idea who the fuck she was, and like, I kind of just looked into it for myself, and I was like, I think I put out like one tweet about it or something. I was like, why is everyone supporting this chick when she's the one being an asshole, and everyone fucking lost their shit. And I was like, all right, guys, I don't know what the big deal is. I hadn't even like looked at anything like that people were saying about her or anything. I just looked at like a couple like Imgur storifies about like things she'd done and the works and stuff, and I was like, why is everyone supporting her? What, like she hasn't done anything positive? Like I don't get it.
I followed the hashtag at least the first week that it was up. I don't know if it was the first day, and I was trying to figure out what it was about. And it was hard that the first week or so because I wasn't aware of the collusion in the games journalism industry. So I was just trying to follow it and find like some reliable news sources that would report on it, and then I stumbled on, Adam Baldwin kind of linking to a bunch of good stories about it. And then, I was watching the Internet Aristocrat videos, and that's when I really, really got involved. I remember that first week or so, I was like tweeting back and forth with Professor Floor, and then he tweeted something sometime around the winter, and he got like 500 retweets, and I'm like, what's going on? And then everybody discovered him.
Mm. And
I,
coffee?
I saw the Internet Aristocrat, the conspiracy video, the day it was uploaded, but I had my own stuff to deal with at the time. So in my case, I ignored it. I ignored it for a couple of months. At the same time, I just minded my own business, kept interest in traditional games, and then I saw a trend that people were trying to censor or limit traditional games like Dungeons and Dragons, in the same way people were trying to limit and censor and keep down video games. And I thought, well, I don't want this. I want to go against this. So I thought, well, this Gamergate, that's pretty much what they're doing at the moment. Why don't I go support them? That's how I joined.
Yeah, I actually didn't really know it was Gamergate at the time. I think I like retweeted something tangential about it, like a blog post or something. And everyone's like, "Yeah, this looks really benign, but this is just people harassing Zoe Quinn." And I was like, I don't see anything about Zoe Quinn in this tweet that I posted here. What are you guys talking about? It was something with like E3 last year, like near the end around when Gamergate first started, and I didn't even really know what Gamergate was at the time.
Mm. Uh, oh man, yeah, I think I came across the SJW mindset, and a lot of the people with that sort of idea back when Elevator Gate happened, as it's called now. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah, I know what it is from like watching videos. I didn't really know what it was at the time though.
Well, for those of you who don't know, Elevator Gate was basically it involved the atheist community and it was a lot of the same bullshit. The woman by the name of Rebecca Watson basically claimed that a man who I believe she'd been drinking with him in a bar till like I think it was something like crazy at 3 o'clock in the morning. They got into the elevator together at the end of the night, and he invited her into his hotel room for coffee. To continue the conversation and have a cup of coffee.
Lovely.
And
You have my
and,
attention. Go on.
and she claimed it was sexual harassment. I'm not inviting you into my room, Coffee. I don't trust you. I don't trust you with the silverware.
But my word, I get so lonely.
Well, that's what you get Crimson for. That's what I use them for, anyway. Um. So yeah, basically she claimed sexual harassment on a guy asking her for inviting her in for a cup of coffee.
I remember that. Yeah.
And
Ugh.
that was elevator gate, and that's where a lot of hello.
Hi, guys.
Now, are you a
Hey,
color?
Jen.
Are you a color or are you a cute brigade?
He's a cute.
Cute.
He's a cute. It's a motherfucking Svenskar.
Aha! You're a cute. Welcome to
Yeah.
the Colorcabal Hangout and shit talk.
Good. Hi, Kate.
Hey, Jan, what's up?
Not much. Just relaxing after a long day. So I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, so I'm a little tired.
Oh, it must be so late over there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10:30. So
Oh, that's not. That's
Yeah.
late for me though, because I get up at like 3:30.
3:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was just finishing a Shrieker contract, and I thought I'd pop by.
Yeah, sure.
I work in food, so I get off at a different time, like every single goddamn day.
Oh, you work shifts or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, just I got a bit happy. Total Dog Biscuit just retweeted. Well, just signal boosted me. Sorry.
What?
Yeah, Total Dog Biscuit, not Total
Oh
Biscuit.
yeah. Oh,
That would have you would have heard me screaming and fanboying out if that had happened. But,
that would have been Senpai noticing you. So.
oh man, if Senpai noticed me, like your eardrums would have been broken. Like I would have screamed my head off. But no, it's the dog version. You'll do for now.
Say, he's alright.
Senpai's dog noticed you.
Yeah, Senpai's dog noticed me. That's enough for me.
Pervert. Isn't bestiality illegal?
Hey, Lo, don't judge it.
Not in Denmark, is it?
No, they banned it a couple of months ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ.
don't-
They suddenly realized, holy shit, it's legal to have sex with animals? What the fuck is going on here? Ban! Ban! Ban!
Sarah Butts must be so fucking disappointed.
It's like, damn it, that was where I was going on vacation. Oh man, Sarah Butts, very creepy individual.
Oh yeah, yeah. I didn't know of half of these people before GG. So I'm surprised at how many deluded human beings there are out there. And the worst part is that I share a lot of ideology, or I'm pretty left-leaning on a lot of issues. So it annoys the living shit out of me that these people are listened to and sort of become the voice of my side of the political spectrum, and in addition, the gaming community.
Well, the thing is, it's never been, and I'll say this again and again and again and again, it's never been a left versus right argument. It's always been an authoritarian versus libertarian argument.
It's a horseshoe issue.
Yeah. Would we like to see more representation of different genders and races in video games? Yeah, sure. I think the majority of people here would. Do we think it should be forced? No.
No, that's the whole idea. As a creator myself, I write short stories and books and screenplays. So as a creator myself, there's nothing more insidious than the idea of being forced into creating a story, forced into creating a narrative, or forced into putting in sort of issues that have no relevance to the story whatsoever.
Yeah, it is getting kind of ridiculous. I mean, I'm always against tokenism.
Well, yeah, yeah.
and these people seem to be getting kind of crazy when it comes to that. Oh, apparently Total Biscuit Dog is watching the stream. So hello. That explains why you retweeted it. All right, cool.
Oh, good.
I should probably check the comments, see if anyone's actually said anything. Okay, no. Just so you know, one person that's viewing, if you want to talk to us, if you put a comment in the video, I will see it. Just there's no chat because YouTube wants to screw me over and drive me insane. Oh God, I've tried like 6 or 7 times on both the podcast I run and this to get a chat in, to get a proper scrolling chat, and it just doesn't work for me. I
We
don't
have
know
a
what it
group
is.
chat. I guess,
Yeah.
like I said, I don't use Google Hangouts, so I couldn't
The-
help it anyway.
Chat can only be seen by people in the call.
Damn it, Google. Driving my own insane is my job.
Yep, that's what he does. That's what the rest of you guys do.
YouTube really fucked me this week. I mean,
Oh, yeah?
seriously, yeah, because I had everything organized nicely. I'm kind of pedantic like that, so I had everything in categories, all of my subscriptions in different categories, so I can easily find, for instance, Joe Rogan or TB or whatever I wanted to watch at that moment, and now I can't find anything because they've cut the whole fucking categories or folder organization out. So I'm a little bit upset.
I'm glad I'm not an organized person. Otherwise, it'd probably drive me crazy too.
I'm
Yeah.
probably the most unorganized person you'll have ever met. There's a reason my camera stays off. Because if you saw my living conditions, it would make your eyes bleed.
We'd call in the UN.
Oh yeah, no, you would have to. Call in SWAT forces to try and get me out. So what else happened this week, man? A lot of stuff happened, but not a lot of stuff that we can talk about. We were just talking about Base Gamer before you arrived.
Oh yeah. Jenny Barage's thing.
Yeah, her shtick.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I contributed to that, I think, and I've been sort of talking back and forth with her about contributing to the site as well. But I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't. I've sort of had not an issue understanding it, but the concept seems to be sort of a Metacritic thing, but also a review site and also a news site. I'm not 100% sure exactly what she's been thinking about that, but I have been sort of out of the loop on a lot of news stuff because I've been, working 100% and also doing last-ditch edits on my book. So I've been kind of out of the loop this week. The only thing I caught was yesterday's co-optional podcast.
Oh
while
yeah.
I was working.
I've not finished watching that yet.
I won't spoil it then.
Yeah, I was watching it on YouTube. I know he did sort of go a bit on a rant when it comes to Twitter. Not Twitter. Twitch.
No, the whole diversity issue got debated up and down. I think that he's a little bit sick of it. He's a little bit sick of the environment at Twitter and yeah, it seems like the whole social media thing is we keep forgetting that there are people on the other side as well. There are people on the receiving end of every message that you send out on Twitter, and we have to remember that. I know I know I keep harping on about it, but it's
What's the important thing? Being reminded
yeah, it is. I mean, the problem I have with the AGG side is that, or the aggros, is that they keep forgetting that there are people on the other side, that they keep dehumanizing things, and that's one of the things that I really actually really appreciated with the whole Ian Miles Chong thing, is that he actually admitted that the other side had been pretty dehumanizing towards gamers.
What I really like with that whole situation is the fact that he said that, and a lot of Gamergaters I've heard of, or read what they said or talked to, a lot of them have just sort of gone, yeah, he apologized. We're kind of cool with him now.
Yeah, I appreciate the apology, but like I said, I'm still tentative. I don't.
And that's fair enough. Like, we can't expect us to just suddenly swing around and forgive him, because there was, well, not forgive him, but trust him.
Yeah, well, there's a difference between accepting the apology and sort of becoming buddy buddy with him. I mean, there's a huge difference. I mean, I accepted his apology, and I think I tweeted out that thanks for the apology, and I hope this could be the introduction to a more civil debate about games, because I feel like the last 8-9 months have been it's been savage. I know I had to take a couple of weeks off from Twitter from time to time, not just because of work, because I got sick of it. The negativity really, really, really grinds you down, and it makes me, it makes it impossible for me to focus on writing and so on, because it's just
always there, and it's niggling at the back of your head just all the time. You can try and get away from it, and it's just still there niggling at the back of your head, like, oh, but they said this to me, and I don't know whether I should respond to that or not. And
Sometimes you want to argue, but it's just easier to walk away from the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really has. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Maroon.
I was just saying, you really got to be careful and pick your engagements, because there's some people that you can sort of debate them properly. You can go up and down the street with them, but at the end of the day, they're not going to listen, and their audience isn't going to listen.
And sometimes in the end, you just end up making yourself look dumb. So
Yeah.
You end up making yourself look dumb, and you end up stressing yourself out, and it really sucks.
Yeah, don't engage with PC Myers. Don't. That's just a warning from my point of view. I had a really. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I know of PZ Myers. He's an asshole. I'm familiar.
He's an Atheism Plus bastard,
Yeah, an Atheism Plus is just isn't that pretty much like the website Atheism Plus? Isn't that pretty much just a bunch of moderators moderating each other now? That's why.
No, it's a free thought blog.
Free thought
I think it has something to do with the free thought blogs. And I've never been really active on that site. I've never really been into the whole connecting ideology with a belief system. I think it's dangerous. And it's like Joe Rogan keeps saying about that shit. It's the ideology of duh. It's so fucking it's so fucking evident what they're trying to push, and it's so fucking self-evident that these are rights that everybody should have, but it's the tactics of the whole fucking thing. They don't understand that change needs to happen gradually. You can't force things. You can't force people to change their opinions about certain issues. You have to coax them. You have to convince them. You have to talk to them. You have to have a fucking dialogue. I'm sorry I keep swearing, but I'm just I'm tired, and I'm really I just got really, really fucking fed up with things this week, and I was just happy. What the hell are you doing, Kate?
What do you mean?
That's just
You're not
weird.
hearing the giant engine behind you, or I think
Oh,
it's me.
that's my dishwasher.
Oh,
It sounded like somebody was about to abduct you.
yeah, it really did. It's not like someone was going to drive through the wall or something.
It's
Yeah,
not even that loud over here. This must be a really good microphone.
It's really it's quite sensitive to sound, it would seem. Uh, we
Curse
have.
word. We could check out my word cloud for curse words.
Oh God, yeah, we
Mm.
did word clouds for everyone in the Colorcabal. It was quite something. And then I did one. Oh man, I did a word cloud thing for Geordie Tate. Do you guys remember Geordie Tate? The crap he spouted, like gas all the gamers and stuff. I
No,
did a word cloud for him.
I didn't
He
see that.
favorited. Yeah, he favorited and retweeted it.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
He was proud of that?
I apparently so. I was like,
Oh, some of them are.
Jesus.
Oh,
I just found
the
that hilarious.
delusion! The delusion!
Oh yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
think a lot of even people on the other side have sort of backed off from him in a big way.
Yeah, I think the whole Chong thing as well. Ian, I think he stepped away from the whole fucking thing because of Brianna Wu and because of Sarah Butts and because of Jordy as well. I think that the whole
Well,
it's become completely crazy, and that's the issue with echo chambers as well. If you don't have any dissent, if you don't allow dissent, your opinions will become more and more extreme, and that's it. That's why I keep people keep asking me why I have so many different types of people that I follow. I mean, and why I listen to so many different types of people, because I like diversity in opinions more than I like ideologues, you know.
Yeah, someone who I used to hang out with, like in my old like, social group or whatever you want to call it, like it was something I was when I was first getting out of the social justice crowd type thing. They were like, having opinions or discussing opinions with friends is fun, but your opinion's just bad. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, how can you have a conversation with most
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
SJWs anyway? They blocked us all.
How can you have a
Well, yeah.
conversation with someone when they just think that your opinion's bad?
Yeah, yeah.
And they actually use phrases from 1984. A lot of them.
Yeah, that's creepy.
That's creepy. I mean, I saw several tweets. I can't remember. Was it Brianna Wu? I can't remember, but she used the phrase "bad think," and that's
Yeah.
straight out of 1984.
Bad.
Yeah, wrong think,
Bad
bad
think.
think,
Yeah.
the
And-
wrong
and-
opinion. It's like,
And I can't remember if it was Chris Cluey or if it was Arthur, shithead Chew.
Arthur Choo Choo Train. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that somebody pasted his face on Thomas Tank Engine. Oh, goddamn, poor Thomas. But still, anyway, I saw somebody tweet. I can't remember what it was, but it was. I think it was Asto or RG that sort of had that screen cap there, and it was. The person wished that there could be like mind robots going around zapping people that had bad thoughts.
Insane.
Yeah. Oh man. It just I'm sorry. I keep talking a lot right now, but I'm a little bit.
Hey, dude, go ahead. If you talk, it means I don't have to, and I love being lazy. So please continue.
Yeah. I have a lot of opinion. Kate can really,
back you up on that.
Yeah, back me up on that. I keep, I have these long ass Twitter rants once in a while, and I hate having them on Twitter because you can't really get a cohesive train of thought.
140 characters are fun.
Yeah, exactly. But the issue is that every time that I feel like voicing an opinion on something, I don't feel like sitting down and writing an entire blog piece on that. I sort of been really, really, really bad at keeping my blog up as of late, but that's because I've been working my ass off trying to finish my projects and so on. So.
And you've been playing Witcher.
Yeah, Witcher kills.
Witcher is a vampire that sucks up all your time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was just gonna play for like half an hour right now and just jump off and join the stream, and it ended up with an hour. And then I thought, I just finished a Shrieker contract. I'm gonna put this aside for a while. So it's but it's a good game. Oh man, it's a good game.
Yeah.
There are some glitches and some minor issues to it, but I really like it.
Yeah, I love it so far. I actually had I was fighting a boss and the game just froze after I died. And I had to restart like way back. So I haven't played since this weekend.
Yeah.
Stupid console gamers and their problems.
You console peasants. Real quick, there's something happened recently, and I didn't actually catch it till now. It's recently been brought to my attention. The Dennis Diak, is that how you pronounce it? The interview. I had no idea this happened. Can someone give me the TLDR of this thing? Of what happened in that interview? Because I didn't actually catch that.
I haven't read the interview, so I just noticed the whole controversy of him being accused of screen capping and sort of signal boosting things. But I think they thought one of the anons were him, but I don't know. I didn't catch the interview, so.
He came out pro Gamergate as far as ethical reform in games journalism goes.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Well, no wonder he came up on our side after he got accused of, actually being one of us. So.
Well, on top of that, back in the day, Kotaku were trying to associate him with somebody who was carrying child porn.
Yeah. Not really going to get you very far when you accuse someone of that without any facts or evidence.
It was evidence of the guy who actually did carry that stuff. It was a matter of they tried to associate the entire team with it and tried to harm the team just because one person was not on the up and up.
Oh, yeah, guilty by association. Kotaku and Polygon's #1 tool. That's the only tool they have in their toolbox. I mean,
yep.
I'm gonna go off on one of my rants again. I'm sorry, but this drives me fucking insane. This idea that the left or these extremists are actually going around saying you should stop you should stop condemning these and these groups because they're just below you're punching down, and while they're doing that, they're actually using the same type of groupthink that they're condemning. It just this whole SJW logic thing. I get why you guys have been talking about this ever since I got to know most of you, and it drives me up the wall that people can't see You know, there's a phrase in Norwegian that is roughly translated. It's you don't notice the beam in your eye while you're complaining about the splinter in somebody else's face. If you understand the meaning, it just basically says that if you keep pointing at somebody else's problems, you're not going to notice that you're doing the exact same thing you're condemning. It's just it drives me insane, and I keep harping on this, and I try to have a sort of civil discussion with the other side. I tried to have a civil discussion with what's her Femme in the Fridge? Is that I can't remember her name, but she actually had some sort of debate back and forth with the GG side, and all of a sudden I hadn't said any bad things to her whatsoever. But all of a sudden, I was going to ask her opinion about something, and then I noticed I was blocked out of the fucking blue.
Yep, that's how that works, unfortunately.
just-
We've had a requested topic that I've been meaning to look for ages, so I'm gonna have to forcefully cut you off and make sure you never talk again.
Damn.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry, I went off on a tangent without even discussing the whole Dennis Dyack thing.
It's cool, dude. Like I said, the more you talk, the less I have to. So
I'm doing your work now?
Yeah, basically, you're my indentured slave.
Fuck you.
So recently, I think the past couple of weeks, Twitch decided to instate, not the past couple of weeks, what the fuck am I saying? The past couple of days, Twitch decided to instate an anti-AO rule. So they are not allowing AO titled rated games to be streamed on Twitch, which is very interesting, seeing as how
yeah, it's right before hatred.
It's right before hatred. It's basically a don't stream hatred rule.
Right.
I mean, why couldn't they? I mean, they discussed this on Co-optional as well.
Yeah.
And they brought up this point that when Honey Pop came out, they actually said that you can't stream this game. Why couldn't they just said that about hatred instead of making it this arbitrary rule and just
they didn't want to own up. They didn't want to own up to it.
So it's a lack of backbone then.
Right.
I don't. At the same time, though, I think it's kind of annoying. I feel like there are enough people who would want to watch these games anyways that even if they were directly banning specific games, it kind of gets annoying at some point. Because there have been I think there's like a anime fighter series and they have like a lot of partial nudity in it. It's like some sort of anime titty fighter game, but they banned the whole series.
Really, what's the title?
I can't think of it. I saw it on the Lewd Gamer Twitter or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But they banned like a whole series of these like anime titty fighter games, and I was like, well, it's not even that bad for one. It's not an adult-only game. Like there's no actual nudity in it. They just they do like a Power Ranger style like morph thing where like they kind of get naked and they like cover their private bits. I'll find it.
It's Japan, right?
Yeah.
Oh God damn it, you. I mean, I love
two buffaloes.
Yeah, but I love Japan.
It's not even that bad because there's no real nudity in it, so it doesn't make any sense to ban it.
I'm not gonna deny anybody the right to make anything. I mean, seriously, the more we ban shit, the worse it's gonna get. You know?
I think people will start moving towards Hitbox, in my personal opinion, because Hitbox doesn't ban anything. I mean, at some point, the reason why Twitch started putting in these rules is because when Twitch first started getting big, people would like stream porn, and then people would get a lot of views on their Twitches just because they had like porn going on, and everyone thought it was funny to go and like spam in the chat and everything.
Yeah.
And then like, of course, there's a certain extent where you can like shut down these Twitches that are running for basically no reason. But like when you start banning games,
Yeah. Yeah, it's I get what you mean. Yeah.
The only thing, the hilarious thing I've seen with this is Twitch said, okay, we're not letting you stream hatred. We draw the line here. You're not allowed to do it. Bugger off. Do it somewhere else. And then
Yeah,
Hulu
but you
came
can
in and
you can
said,
stream Postal.
yeah, but then Hulu came in and said, yeah, you can fucking stream it here. That's okay with us. So they're just gonna lose like a bunch of their traffic, and Hulu is gonna get a bunch of fucking views. It's just stupid.
Yeah, but what I'm you know I haven't seen too much of Hatred, and it's not my type of game. You know, I'm an RPG sort of adventure type of guy, so sort of this whole that kind of genre doesn't really excite me. So I don't really get what's so entertaining about watching the stream of Hatred. I don't get it, but it just because I don't get it doesn't mean I'm okay with it and banning it. It seems a little bit
I think it's like
arbitrary.
I think it's the internet personalities that people watch it for mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta take off now. Take care, guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Also, I found the title of the game. It's and apparently they've since lifted the ban. It's Senran Kagura Estival versus, but they said they lifted the ban. But apparently it's okay as long as you focus on the combat and not the sexually explicit acts or content.
Wait.
Nice. 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 What was that game called again?
You Danish pervert.
You can't play it on your toaster coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. No
Yeah,
toaster
buddy.
porn for you. You see, now we're gonna get all the Battlestar Galactica fans in here because we're talking about toaster porn.
I also saw another conversation or another rule they put on things where they said you can stream dating sims as long as you're not focusing on the aspect of sleeping with people, and you can't stream dating sims
What's
where
the point of
only
dating then?
yeah you can't stream dating sims where the only purpose is to sleep with people.
That's like evangelical dating.
That's like that's like the whole point of dating sims though. So I don't
Have people ever
understand.
seen a dating sim? Have these people ever come across a dating sim?
Yeah, I know.
Have they had a dating sim described to them at any point in their lives? Like,
That's the whole point.
it's kind of the goal of the game.
Just a second, I need to get some juice.
You juice it up, buddy. Don't let me stop you. So yeah, it's kind of fucking ridiculous. And like I said, all that's gonna happen is the people who want to stream hatred are gonna move over to another platform, and their audience is gonna move with them. At the end of the day, Twitch hurts the most from this.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It never behooves. I mean, they could have had a proper, age confirmation wall. A proper age verification. That would have helped.
Yeah,
Right.
have it so you have to set up an account with a certain age put into it.
Yeah, but even more restrict than that. I mean, it just seriously. It boggles my mind that people think that they can stop kids. I mean, I'm a 34-year-old guy, so I remember when the internet started. I can remember the shift from finding porn mags in the woods and then downloading porn on my computer. I
can remember the shift from when it was just like still pictures to videos on the internet.
Yeah, to video. Yeah, try fucking downloading a goddamn porn video on a 56K modem.
Any dial.
Even back before 56K. I mean, the dial-up modems were horrendous. I still have nightmares about that fucking sound every time that you call up a server. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no. Yeah, the world of porn has definitely changed, to say the least. And
don't know.
like you said, kids will always find a way.
I can't believe people pay for porn.
You guys perverted.
Look.
Well, I think it's on the parents too. It's not even just let's have some filters on Twitch or whatever. It's got to be leave it to the parents to monitor what their kids are doing. If they really want to find porn, they're gonna go to their friend's house or I don't know. They're gonna find it.
At the end of the day, when it comes to age ratings, they, as far as I'm aware, are a guideline, not a law.
Right.
Therefore,
in the United States, a child can't buy like a mature game.
Well, they can't buy it. They can't buy it here as well. But then it's not illegal for them to play it.
Yeah.
Therefore, the onus lies with the parents because oftentimes the parent knows the child better than anyone else. I mean, they're raising the damn thing. And yes, I'm referring to the child as a thing. I'm remaining gender neutral. Gender goddamn neutral.
Sort of like when I got yelled at for using guys for everybody.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I do that. That's the vernacular. I was just talking about that with someone the other day, that it's ridiculous you can't say guys. Language evolves. You could say guys, and it's sort of a gender-neutral term.
I just call them all fuck faces, but that's just me.
Assholes. Everybody's got an asshole. Everybody's got an asshole. So why can't we just use asshole?
Even when like someone gets mad when I call them dude or something, like I just call everyone dude.
Or dudes and dudettes, like back in the day.
But dudette doesn't roll off the tongue very nicely, so
no, it
I'm not gonna call anyone.
It does when I do it.
That's why I call them Bro 420. I just call them all Dude Bro 420 and leave it at that.
Yeah.
Get paid for 20.
Dude Bro 420, yellow swag, and so on and so forth. So on and so forth. Fuck, what else happened? Yeah, base gamers doing their thing. That was the last thing that I've actually taken off my topics list. And yes, I do have a topics list. I'm super professional.
I can tell, because I keep diverging the whole...
You have to look at it in the mirror for it to be the right way.
Oh, yeah, Polygon, once again, saying The Witcher's sexist, once again. Anyone not see this coming?
Oh, god damn fucking pieces of... Oh, shit.
But didn't you hear... Didn't you hear The Witcher's sexist, guys? Didn't you hear? It has women.
I can get the whole because Liana K. If you've been following my Twitter feed, you know that I support her. But she kept bringing up the thing about Siri. Is there anybody who hasn't played long enough to have played Siri?
I actually haven't played the game yet.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I played as her briefly. I know you do for like certain sections.
Yeah, you have certain sections in the main story where you play as Siri, so you sort of play her storyline in addition. And she doesn't wear armor at all, so I can get the sort of that argumentation from Liana K. that she thought that was a little bit off, but she didn't
Gratuitous.
call, yeah, gratuitous, but she said that didn't, you know, detract from the rest of the game. So she said it was one thing that might have been improved in other instances, and I can understand that sort of criticism is okay, but when you sort of condemn the entire game based upon, I mean, there's a lot of diversity in female characters in that game. I
Yes.
Yeah.
was I was really surprised. I was really, you know, I was actually quite, um, well, I'm not a woman, so, but I have long hair. I have long hair.
High five on that one. I have long hair
Yeah.
and I have boobs as well, so I'm like
I have a gut and a man boob, so
I
yeah.
like we're both like 2/3 of the way there. Like we have
Yeah,
we have
exactly.
we just need the
All I need now is to cry during
the high
Grey's
heels.
Anatomy.
Whoa, that too.
I'm gonna get so much
What it
hate
means.
from SJWs if they watch this. So
What
yeah,
it means to be
You
a
will
woman.
either way, even if you said nothing.
yeah,
SJWs go out of their way to do anything, so I think you're
Yeah.
fine.
Please.
yeah, but
Yeah.
they are.
I'm a cishet white male, so
Except for
even though I'm part like 1/16th Gypsy and 1/16th Italian, I'm mostly Norse, so I guess I'm part of the problem.
Well, yeah, like my family history originates from Ireland, but hey, I'm still a cis white scum. They still forget that Irish people were fucking
Oppressed.
treated like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Well, I
that.
need, I need to
that's
apologize too because I grew up in England. So
Look,
speaking of the topic of racism, I always liked BioShock Infinite because like they went with the whole like racist approach of it, but they went just as hard on like Irish people too, and I always thought that was cool
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
because like people kind of overlook that.
Yeah, but the actually I that was another thing that they sort of approached on the co-optional with the fact that there weren't any colored people in Witcher 3.
Were there any Irish people?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, you
they're
can't
mostly Norse and Polish and German, I think.
Which makes sense for the setting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's around the Baltic Sea, so I bet there were some Danes as well.
Well, I
Okay.
think Liana had a good point, maybe about the armor of what you were, talking about earlier. But what is it? Maybe 53% of women identify as gamers, right? And then a smaller percentage of those women actually play games like Witcher. So the people that are buying the game are mostly men.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you make the game appeal more to men and appreciate the demography?
But you see,
Well, like you're allowed to do that with an action movie. Like you're allowed to put, maybe you're going to put like a girl.
No, not if you're Josh Whedon. You're not allowed.
Yeah.
to me though, that's the same as like watching Star Wars and being like, why aren't all these guys wearing armor made out of mirrors? Wouldn't that like?
Yeah, reflects the laser.
Wouldn't that reflect the lightsabers, guys? Come on.
I just want to point
You're
out.
just
I just want to point out as
nitpicking.
well. I just want to point out as well because you made a very good point, Kate. I want to point out that they also do that with TV shows and movies like Sex in the City, just to the opposite
Yes.
demographic.
Absolutely. It's okay then.
Exploiting exploiting your demographic is always okay because you're exploiting your demographic. It's what you're meant to do as a business owner and as a content provider.
It just
Whether that
sounds-
content is
it
video
sounds-
content or physical content.
When you put it like that, Maroon, it sounds a little bit, you're not exploiting the demographic. You're appealing to it.
Well,
There's,
yeah.
I keep bringing it up that I actually work as a creator, but the The thing
So
is that, yeah, I know. I think we've talked about this before.
have we?
Yeah. I don't know.
I
On
don't-
Twitter, I think it has come up before.
Okay. Well, good. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, the fact is that you actually do think about who's gonna actually read or watch the story that you're trying to portray, and the story that you're trying to tell.
Yes.
And if you try to appeal to everybody, I while I'm editing my first novel as we speak, I keep catching myself trying to edit the language so that it doesn't offend anybody, and
Right.
that's fucking impossible.
Yeah.
It is impossible.
I'm done with
You
it.
could-
That's what I dealt. That's what I was talking about earlier. I was like, I came out of an SJW community, and it wasn't even mostly that like I wanted to be all that much against like what they were doing. It's just that like I don't know. It's I put up with so much shit for so long that it's like I'm kind of done with walking around my words. Like I got in my community we used to say like shit like retarded and stuff all the time, and one day someone's like, please don't say that, and I'm like, well, okay, I guess I can go without that word. And then I was playing like Final Fantasy 15, and I said I look like an Eskimo with this armor on, guys, and they're like, you can't say Eskimo, and I was like, are you fucking shitting me?
Oh,
I can't say Eskimo.
Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Why not? What was their reason?
They said it's derogatory towards the Inuit people, and that every single one of them don't like that word, basically.
What,
not
what
allowed
about
to say
what about the
Eskimo.
Yuppies? What about the Yuppies? No, seriously.
I know.
Every Inuit is an Eskimo, but not every. I mean, every Inuit is an Eskimo, but not all Eskimos are Inuits.
Huh.
What about
There's
the name-
actually two types of Eskimos. There are Yupiks and Inuits.
What
but-
about the name Mike? That sounds very much like Mick, which was a derogatory term for Irish people. Are we not allowed to call people Mike
Yeah.
anymore?
And what about Viking? That is a derogatory term as well.
Yeah.
People don't know that. And that asshole Chris Cluey actually played for a racist team. Because it's
Yeah.
a derogatory term for Norsemen.
I think what we've come down to is Chris Cluey's a racist, basically.
Yeah.
He's a real racist.
We already knew that after the whole Nacho Shield thing.
I'm just saying, I'm not gonna put up for anyone telling me I can't say the word Eskimo. Like, get real. Come
Well,
on.
Well, as soon as someone tries, you should be able to say whatever you want, wherever you want, but you should have to. You should be aware of the consequences of your actions. For example, if you say the word nigger in a black neighborhood, that's going to have consequences. You're allowed to do it, but you're gonna put up with the consequences afterwards.
Yeah, I can tweak my behavior depending on who I'm around at the time, but you're not gonna tell me I can't say like half of my vocabulary.
On
No,
the topic of Eskimos, on my old boarding school, I used to have two Eskimo roommates. And I talked to them about it, and they said, well, we don't like it, but we're not going to
Oh,
You're cutting out.
coffee is.
mad about. They preferred to be called, or being called by their nationality.
This was
Coffee.
Greenlander, right?
You roboted out hard there.
Oh,
Yeah, you became a
sorry.
cyborg for a second.
It's that horrible Danish communications network. I mean,
Sure.
seriously. You gotta move out of that developing country, dude.
Well, I'm stuck here.
Move up north.
He's stuck there with all of his political posters all over each other.
You
No,
can't
but-
make fun of Danish people. That's speciesist.
Yeah.
No, we deserve it. We deserve it.
They occupied us for 400 fucking years, dude. I can say whatever I want about Danish people.
I'm sorry.
Denmark and Sweden has been to war with each other. I mean, Denmark funded terrorists in Sweden before the US was his thing.
Yeah.
And Sweden commenced genocide on Danes at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, the Scandinavian countries have been at war until about 1880, I think, was the last sort of conflict.
The Scandinavian countries has been at war against each other on and off forever.
Yeah. It's just been as of late that we've sort of been peaceful.
The last time we had a war against each other was the Napoleonic War.
Yeah, 1812. 1812 until 18. That was actually the reason why you lost us.
Yeah.
You had to give us away to the Swedes because you lost.
Yeah.
You hopeless side picking. Why couldn't you pick the side of the English? I mean, seriously.
They came and took our navy.
We could have still been a country.
They came and took our navy. What did you want us to do? Flow out on rafts? Just like, hello.
It was good enough for our ancestors. It's good enough for us now. It was good enough for the Polynesians.
This is getting surprisingly political. Please continue.
I'm sorry, it's my fault.
What the heck?
Someone's got a train.
That's me.
Should I be angry at the Norwegians or Swedish tonight?
First
Is that the choo-choo train? Are you there?
He answered!
Arthur Chu, it's him. He knows. Shut it down.
It ends now. It's a night or something.
It ends. It ends tonight. Yeah.
Don't worry. Arthur Chu only stays on one track. He has a one-track mind.
It's nice. I think it's nice that Ian said sorry because now I have a way to distinguish him from Chu.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm this horrible racist.
No, but that I as I said earlier, I really appreciated that, and I think that I understand Matt's sort of his apprehension towards it, and I can understand other people's apprehension to it, but we're not the assholes for accepting his apology if he goes back on his word again. He is.
Right.
Yeah, and he's the one that needs to prove that he's actually part of the community, not us. We've treated everybody as human beings. At least the Cute Brigade has.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So.
I think like some of the things he's been saying though seem more genuine than like any effort any other like AGG has said. Like Brianna Wu just had that like meeting with someone, and then like the next day she was saying the same shit as always after she saw that people weren't going to put up with it or whatever.
Yeah,
and
she
now
was
like
attacked.
he's been doing it for like almost a week now, and like I've seen him say things like, "Don't you ever get tired of being outraged?" And like, I don't know. I can identify with that. It makes sense to me.
Yeah, it seems genuine as well. It seems like he's actually had some sort of thought process behind this. It's not something that he's doing. It doesn't seem like he's doing it just because the tide is turning. It seems like he's actually tired from the tweets that I've read from him, and he actually, he actually responded to one of my tweets, and I appreciate that.
It's certainly interesting. I don't think it's a jumping from a sinking ship thing because I think at the same time, if he wanted to keep doing the same thing, he would always have an audience from like the SJW community if he wanted to.
Yeah,
that's true.
And he didn't actually have the biggest audience to start with, did he?
That's true too. No.
Yeah, but he could still have a sizable audience.
Yeah.
I know I invited Ian on to the show I run to see if he wanted to actually come on and just talk to a couple of members of the community and actually have a civil discussion about how things are going for him. And he said he responded to me and just said he's not doing them right now. So I hope he.
Yeah, he's probably tired, dude. He's probably
Oh yeah, no, I
he's
totally
getting a lot of shit for
I-
those tweets.
I
He's getting a
totally get
lot of shit.
Yeah.
totally get that. It's
But
just
they're
that-
eating their own right now, so
Oh yeah, totally. I've been saying that again, time and time again, is they are going to eat their own. It's just I do think that Ian should probably look into talking to us sooner rather than later. That's all. Not necessarily in a big way, just generally sort of letting us know what the hell's going on.
yeah. But I think he did that with that blog post that
There's
he
some
had.
questions that he hasn't answered though. Like some
Yeah,
things
yeah,
that-
yeah, yeah. I get that, but he can't, he can't answer everything at once.
Oh
you
no,
know,
I'm,
all at once.
like I said, I get that too, and I get that
Yeah.
he's gonna have to wait. And I just think as soon as he can, as soon as he's able to, I get that he's under a lot of pressure right now, and I get that he's under a lot of abuse. I mean, there's no other way to put it.
It's
And as soon as that dies down, I think he should come forward and chat.
But are the people that are slinging shit towards him now, are they racists?
Technically,
Because
yeah.
that's what I get every time I criticize somebody. I am either a misogynist or a racist.
Oh, I get transphobic. That's what I get a lot of the time.
And that's because you keep sending things to Sarah. Whatever
Yeah.
you say to Sarah, she's
Yeah.
going to say you're transphobic.
Yeah,
She might be here right now, guys.
She knows. Shut it down.
Actually,
Yeah, I
never
do.
mind. There's no chat. She's definitely not going to be trolling us.
I do. I do that just because, not for her benefit. I really don't give a crap about Sarah at this stage. I do it for her audience.
Yeah.
Because it's her audience that I feel that I could actually have a decent conversation with. Or I did, not anymore. I've kind of given up on that.
She's one of the people who, like, I just can't believe so many people take her seriously.
Hmm.
She's
Wouldn't
so
it be
clearly
such-
a troll.
Wouldn't it be such a twist if she was a Poe? If she was just Poeing us all along.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm mostly inclined to believe.
Well, there are 10,000 people taking Scientology serious. So why shouldn't there be a couple of thousand taking Sarah Butt serious?
Because if I truly believe that, and if I truly think that, then I am just gonna have to go to Mars and start again, because I refuse to believe that. There can't be that many.
You
stupid
know
people out
they're
there.
going to make an issue out of that if you go to Mars. You know there have been articles about that already.
They
so
can
if you keep
make an
confirming it,
They
you're-
can
you're-
make an issue about it. If I'm not on the planet, I don't have to deal with it. They can have it over there on Earth. I'll stay over here with my rovers and just chill out.
Yeah, but we've been trying to do that, trying to build like a rocket. Me and Dr. Evil have been talking about this back and forth all these 8 months, trying to coordinate building a huge rocket and getting all the GG people off the planet. The problem is that then humanity's fucked, you know.
Well,
Because
honestly, I think this world is too far gone. I think this Earth is too far gone. It's beyond repair. She's just honestly.
That's a little bit, pessimistic, but I get why you're saying that.
Nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Dude, I'm glad you're not in any sort of position to.
Well, you say that.
Yeah.
You hope I'm in no position to.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know for sure. I could be anyone.
Dude, I used to work. I used to work in a factory as a video producer. For like a major. There's a major brand. That I made like instruction videos and so on. And at that place, there was this guy, hilarious fucking guy, and he kept telling all these stories. And every time that you told a story, he'd tell a story that was even more impressive. And I don't think that he necessarily was able to distinguish between fact and fiction, because at one point he told someone that he had at one time stolen the codes for the nuclear missiles in Russia.
I'm calling bullshit on that.
Legit. Sounds legit. I could see that happening.
Was he
So
wearing a Guy
you might
Fawkes
have
mask at
bought
the time?
that, Maroon.
Maybe.
I could see that happening.
I might be the same guy. I'm just really good at putting on an accent.
Yeah.
Anything's
No,
possible.
you're definitely not him. Your laugh is completely different.
If we talk about crazy tales, I have some crazy tales. I met a Viking once, and that was the weirdest thing that happened in my life.
A Viking?
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I travel between the UK and Ireland quite a lot for family reasons and stuff. And one time I was heading back, it was just after New Year's. I just arrived in Wales, and I got on the train to get back to Manchester where I live. And get on, look to my
You're a
left.
Mancunian?
Yeah, I'm a Mancunian.
Oh,
I'm a Manc.
poor guy.
No, it's great. Manchester's the best. Screw you. I looked to the left, and there's just this guy standing there with with a shirt on, some jeans, briefcase, looks fairly normal, except he's holding a sword, like a big metal sword, like not like an inflatable thing, like a proper steel sword.
Yeah.
I was at the stage of exhaustion that I was actually starting to hallucinate. So I was convinced for a brief second that I was hallucinating a man with a sword on a train. I just sort of stood in front of him and pointed at him and went, You have a sword? Why? He just looked up at me and laughed. He was like, yeah, it's part of my religion. I was like, the fuck? What is this?
Oh, but if it was part of his religion, he wasn't a Viking. He was a Norseman. There's a difference. But yeah.
He explained. He told me he was a Viking, but I guess he was just trying to put it.
Yeah, then he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Maybe he was just trying to put it in layman's terms. I mean, if some guy came up to you with a thick English accent and just went, "You have a sword. Why do you have a sword?"
Wait, they don't. So they don't have like guns in most countries in like Western Europe, right? Guns are.
No, we don't have guns. We don't have guns.
So, like,
we have guns.
Is it illegal for someone to just be walking around with a sword?
Normally, yes. he had to have a special license for it and everything.
Yeah.
What?
There's actually a quite a huge scene for. I know a lot of people within the Norse religion, and there's actually a couple of them that actually go around with swords. There are a couple of them that actually are trying to get permission to eat magic mushrooms as part of their religion.
So it's kind of like the Rastafarians and marijuana with mushrooms. Okay.
Yeah, it's part of the berserker tradition.
Just fucking trip out and then walk around with a sword. I can't see this possibly going wrong.
That's part of your religion, because they did this as like for combat. So how is this necessary when you're not fighting?
I don't see any problem with this. I can't see a possible way this could go wrong. Please.
I guess it's probably relatively harmless in this day and age. So. Let them do it for the
just give him a couple of rubber swords and just let him have at it.
Should we give them the steel swords, the magic mushrooms, and then chuck them into like the Twitter conventions and just go to town?
Oh,
because they can't.
GDC.
They can't say that like, hey Vikings, you're not allowed to bring swords in, because then that's religious discrimination, and they can't do that. You can't stop it.
Yeah, that's. I actually got some SJWs to start complaining about Thor.
About Thor? Oh, because it's fucking.
Yeah, because it's part of our religion. I was, I don't.
Yes.
As I don't adhere to the religion because I'm a member of that society, but I don't adhere to the Norse religion. I'm an atheist, but I know a lot of them, and as far as Marvel Thor goes, he's not Thor. He isn't the Thor that they know and worship. But they laugh at it. It's not like
it's funny for them.
Well, yeah,
it's just funny.
It's funny because they're like in Marvel there are a lot of different Thors too. So there's that. But I'm mostly just dumbfounded that like there are actually people who practice the Norse religion still. I actually didn't know that was a thing.
No, there are actually people in Norway that practice the Egyptian religion as well.
That blows my mind. There's too much science for that nowadays.
Yeah, but dude,
There's too much science.
Yeah, but at least they acknowledge evolution. Most of them.
It's not even evolution. There are things that are laws that can.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's not silly, dude. I'm not saying it's not silly. But it's no less believable.
Yeah.
Than the virgin birth, or a guy having a flying horse, or several other religious property. I hope I don't offend anybody here right now, but
Should I put in a trigger warning?
Yeah, put up a trigger warning.
Let me just grab that from the back there.
Yeah. But it's not that it's not that I don't see the silliness of it, but still, I respect everybody's right to worship whoever they feel like it, as long as they don't impose their morality upon me. And especially since I write about Norse belief and Norse religion in form of a screenplay I'm working on at the moment. So I've studied this since I was like 6 or 7 years old. So I know this. I know the mythology and the belief in and out.
Yeah, Norse is like Norse is actually my favorite like old religion for sure. It's like that's where part of most of my name comes from, like Sig.
Yeah, Sigurd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It
started as a magic card, but then like I started going by Big Victorious, and yeah, that's part of Norse.
It's actually one of the greatest heroes within Norse folklore was a guy called Sigurd Fovnesbana, who was his
right?
Yeah. He's the inspiration behind the Hobbit and his tale, Völuspá-sagan, is the inspiration behind Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit.
Huh.
I did not know that.
I didn't either.
Is that you again, Kate?
Yeah, I am still here. Yes.
Someone's dogs are walking on hardwood.
That would be my dogs. My house is noisy.
My dog doesn't like hardwood. He'll pause right before he has to walk over it. And you have to.
My whole house is basically hardwood, so it's unavoidable. And now it's trying to come on, go on.
I know the dog knows.
Well, my dog doesn't understand that you have to approach hardwood slowly, and he'll pause at the hardwood, and then he'll run over it, and then he gets no traction.
So he's runs in his place for a while.
Over the place.
I had the same situation, except the dog used to get on the hardwood and run, pelt as fast as he can straight forward. It was like watching a cartoon. You know, when the character runs really fast but doesn't actually move anywhere.
Yeah,
exactly.
I watch my cousin's dog from time to time, and it's this huge husky, and he has the same issue on stone tiles. He can't grip at all. So if he starts running, he spins like crazy.
Yep, that's what mine does. Especially if it was raining out and he comes in from outside. He scares himself because he doesn't move.
Oh,
God, I'm tired. I've had a very long day, so sue me. Ugh, what else?
I will. Since you invited the lawsuit, I will.
Well, yeah, it was purely consensual,
Yeah.
so I consented to the suing to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
pay me $1 million.
I don't know, Barood, were you saving the Homeland Security topic for your thingy tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Fuck. I know. I actually forgot about that, and that's why I didn't talk about it. Apparently, Homeland Security are, if I remember correctly, they're looking into helping out the Gamergate meetups from now on.
Yeah.
Isn't that
What?
Uh,
How amazing.
it? Yeah. As far as I'm aware, yeah.
It seems like quite a few people have gotten these emails at this point that we can confirm that it's a real thing.
Mhm.
But oh no. Oh, I can already see the fucking tweets from Brianna Wu. Oh no.
Let me guess. We have sleeper agents in the FBI.
Yeah. And oh, Gamergate is part of the patriarchy.
Well, we already talked. We talked about this on my show, I believe last week. We talked about the fact that I think there was a Polygon article saying that Gamergate are indoctrinating children in schools.
What? I mean, seriously, they're the ones that have the fucking American school system. That
Yeah.
what
Common
was
Core.
the yeah?
Yep.
Thanks, Coffee.
That's
You're welcome.
that's an actual thing that people believe. We are indoctrinating children.
Yeah, they're always. That's the issue. People are always projecting their own fucking desires or their own fucking plans onto others. They're always doing this. I mean, I do it all the time myself. But the issue is that we need to be aware of these things to be able to have a decent conversation with people. I'm tired. I am tired. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. Woohoo!
I have some questions for you, real quick. So, they're saying we're indoctrinating children. They're saying the video games cause sexism. Some of them are going so far as saying video game causes violent crime. How
Yeah,
long do you think
Jack
it's going to
Thompson.
be? Jonathan McIntosh has gone so far as to say that before.
Yeah, I
How
know.
long do you think it's going to be? How long do you think it's going to be before they start playing video games backwards to try and find hidden messages?
I think they're already doing it.
5
Do you
years
think they're already
ago.
doing it? Yeah.
I mean, they're not far off from it. I mean, the whole idea of hidden messaging. I think I'm not gonna jump to conclusions, but it wouldn't surprise me if some of the Gamer Ghazi chats weren't filled with that idea on IRC.
Because
Yeah.
everyone knows that Tetris is everyone trying to find order in an autistic world, right?
Yeah, but who was it that said something about Tetris being the tool of capitalism?
It was
Right.
the guy.
Or communist propaganda or something.
It wasn't.
Oh, there was
It was.
the channel, the video game theory channel on YouTube was talking about Mario being a communist symbol or something.
Oh my
Well, he was saying it
gosh.
was potentially a communist symbol, and that video is actually. It's obviously just a joke, and he was just reading into it
Yeah,
way too
I
much.
like that channel.
I really do as well, because he doesn't take what he's saying seriously. Like.
Yeah. Some of the things make sense, but you can tell that he's being
Yeah,
like.
But
he's
if you
finding messages where they
Yeah.
aren't in a lot of
Yeah.
things.
yeah, but anything can make sense if you twist
If
and
you,
turn it.
if you present it right.
Yeah. That channel's a perfect example of it.
Mm.
Like,
Using the kind of logic that some people sometimes use, I can actually, I can state that I'm a great dragon slayer because there are no dragons left in the world. It doesn't take a lot to twist the facts into what you want it to mean.
Well, it's like a brilliant religious joke I heard. I've heard it many times, and I think it's worth repeating, which is the Christian and Catholic God vowed to rid the world of sinners, and the Norse God vowed to rid the world of ice giants. Do you see any fucking ice giants?
Yeah.
All over the place.
I love that
Come
so
up
much.
north and you'll see them.
Somebody knocked over a giant snowman on our town square here.
Oh, really? There you go. Proof of ice giants. Norse gods have been debunked officially.
Oh, it's like it's like it's like the creation museum in America, the whole Ken Ham thing. You can twist and turn anything into whatever you want it to mean. It just it baffles my mind that there are people that I really admire. People like I don't know if you guys know who Aaron Ra is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's good. But I sort of I was a little bit surprised that he defined himself as a feminist, and I don't mind it at all. I don't mind it if anybody sort of defines themselves as a feminist. But the logic that he used seemed more to coincide with the egalitarian argument than necessarily the feminist argument. And I don't necessarily think that a lot of the people who define themselves as being feminists necessarily understand the sort of rhetoric that their side actually uses.
Yeah, the most loud people in feminists right now are presenting it like it's a religion in itself. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And Anita Sarkeesian is their prophet.
Yep.
All
Patriarchy's the devil.
Do you think it's like Sarkeesian is like their version of Jesus as a prophet, and like Zoe Quinn is their version of Jesus on the cross being crucified?
No, I think they see Zoe Quinn as the Virgin Mary.
Virgin Mary, and then we have Zoe Quinn as.
What's the Holy Spirit?
That's like Alexander.
That's Brianna Wu.
Oh,
she's all
actually.
over the place.
Or is it Jonathan McIntosh? He's always there, but you never see him.
Yeah. He always has his hand up.
He's inside all of us.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
We all
with a nasty mental picture.
I'm going for chemotherapy. I don't want him near me. I want him out. Getting an exorcism and everything.
Yeah. Call the Pope.
Yep.
No, Yellow was busy.
Yeah. Yellow's the unofficial pope. The official pope of the Colorcabal.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
We don't have a pope.
You should get yourself a pope. We have a pope.
We have Pope and it's dope.
Ah.
You're a poet.
We have the queen, or Khaleesi. That's Kate.
Hey.
We have
You have
the king.
the 3 dragons?
We have the Panda King.
Oh,
Yeah.
We have and we have me, who's the Meerkat Monarch.
Meerkat Monarch, great.
That was you, Kate, who gave me that title, and I accept it.
Yes, it was. You should accept it.
Mm.
What's Asto then?
Oh, he's just an otter.
He's just an otter.
He's the king. He's the king of memes.
King of.
Oh, right. He totally is. Yeah. Especially lately, he's really been.
Yeah, he's been productive.
Who do we have? We have the Pope. What else? I know in our little fan fiction, I'm married to Comet, but I have a secret love interest fling with Crimson. Yet I still use coffee and have an affair with him.
I thought it was a ménage à trois.
Green is constantly trying to get in Blue's pants, although Blue's a lesbian. What else?
Blue
So
scares
much.
me.
Blue?
Is Green your Jesus figure? Since he was sort of.
No, he's our supreme leader.
Oh, he's your supreme leader. Oh, yeah.
Didn't BuzzFeed tell you that?
Yeah.
Who is?
I read that.
Wait, who's the supreme leader?
Green.
Oh.
Green's our supreme leader. Didn't you read the BuzzFeed article? That's...
Oh, seriously, how can they even take that? I mean,
don't know, dude.
oh, it takes them 5 fucking minutes to do some fucking research and understand that it's a joke.
Yeah, I haven't even been around that long. Like, this is the most moderate group of people that I've seen.
What are you talking about? Screw you, Indigo.
What am I talking about? What? I don't know. You guys are cool, and like, I don't know.
That's right.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool thing.
But we all know
So-
everyone is working for Virtucon, trying to make the world Virtucon.
Yeah, I think for the Colorcabal, I would say that I'm going to be the hero of our generation. It just might take like 20 years.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like Goku, because that's who I am.
Damn it! I'm all out of coffee.
You're out of coffee.
No.
Well, we have coffee here, so do you want...
Yeah, but he can't. Dude, you
Yes,
can
I
swim to
can.
Oslo. You can swim to Oslo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
That's
come.
Get
Come.
swimming.
Just get swimming. Bring a pot of coffee so I can keep myself awake the next hour.
Just make sure you hold the pot up. Don't want no seawater in that.
Ah, a little salt doesn't
I
hurt
can't. I have
anybody.
exams coming up.
Oh, damn it.
Oh
I'll
my
just-
gosh, you've been taking exams for like weeks now, haven't you?
Well, they have been coming up, so I've had to dedicate time to study. Now I'm actually in the exam period. Had my English exam earlier today, the written one, and I'm done with my written exams. Now I just have my oral exams.
With his weird shaped cola bottles.
Yeah, with them. Well, actually, yeah, with weird
Yeah.
shaped cola bottles. Cheers.
Cheers. That's how we roll up in here. We check cola bottles. That's what we do.
Well, that shows how
joke?
organized I am. I was just thought I'd take a drink from a bottle that was standing on my desk, and I before I drank it, I smelled it, and it sort of smells fermented.
Is it vodka?
Sounds
Don't
very
drink
good.
it.
Is
I
it
don't think
vodka?
I'm gonna drink that.
No, don't drink that.
Drink it live on stream.
Do it.
Let's go.
Do
Live
it.
on stream.
Do it.
We'll have to put a trigger warning for vomiting on the video.
No, I'm not gonna vomit, dude.
It's either going to be vodka or it's going to be
I'm
white
Scandinavian, for fuck's sake. This is what we do.
spirits.
Do it.
Have you never seen the Dudesons?
No, actually, I haven't.
I guess not.
Yeah, I have on, like, they're friends with Bam Margera, right?
Yeah, they're Finnish, so they're not really Scandinavian, but you know.
Yeah, I've seen them.
We'll accept them anyway.
Yeah. They're part of us. They're Nordic.
Mm.
They were like part of Sweden, and then Russia came.
Oh
into
god damn it, that piece of Oh, that was not good.
Can I just say, like, live on stream, that Godfrey Elfwick is fucking beautiful?
Oh, what has he done now? Is he back?
Yeah, he's back. He's brilliant. I love him.
What has he done now?
He said that, let me just bring up the tweet again. White people wearing dreadlocks is equally offensive as putting a lampshade on your head and doing slinty eyes. Hashtag my culture is not.
Wait,
Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love you, you beautiful bastard.
We talking about Godfrey Elfwick?
Yeah, Godfrey.
When did he come back?
I don't know
think
why
he was
he
only
left.
gone for like a few days.
I think he
Ah.
got suspended or something.
I think I saw someone talking saying that he had exams or something.
Yeah, but you wouldn't delete your account if you had exams.
I know. I guess it's hard to say then. Who knows?
I think he got suspended for like a week. He pissed off someone who mass flagged him.
I don't understand how why does Twitter support work that way? Like why does it have anything to do with like how many people report you? That's so dumb.
Well, it's because it saves them work. That's why.
Yeah, but that's
Basically,
still dumb. Like what if they actually didn't do anything?
oh yeah, no, it is dumb. It's just if you want to know why, it's because it saves them work. It means that they get to be lazy, which is stupid.
Oh, sorry. I
better
zoned
be.
out a bit. Yeah.
You better be sorry.
I zoned out a bit because I'm just.
How do you think you are?
Yeah, I know.
Zoning out
I'm
on my
sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
Lord.
I know this entire stream relies on me talking non-stop.
Basically,
Hell
that's
yeah.
why you're here.
Damn it.
Talk.
Talk, boy. I like.
Okay,
the
I
way
get-
you
I
I
get-
talk,
don't
boy.
talk, I'll talk, and you don't want me to talk because when I talk a lot, and I talk fast, and you can't hear what I say.
Oh, really?
It's okay. I like your accent, man.
Yeah.
You have the most Danish accent. But
You
yet
can't
you
say that,
speak
it's
pure.
racist.
Oh.
It's
I can't say anything without it being racist.
I love
take it.
Danish
I can take
accents. Danish accents are like my favorite.
It's a good thing I don't speak with a Norwegian accent then.
Yeah, you don't have any accent.
Sounded almost Welsh to me.
No, it's a very Norwegian thing to sort of give the English
Very
words.
It's a very Norwegian way to speak.
So
Yeah.
when people in Europe think about like American accents, do they think about like the South or like the North accents?
It depends. A lot of them use the sort of wide Texan accent when they're
I go
trying
for
to
the,
parody.
The best parody, the best way to imitate an American accent I found is if you raise the tone of each of your sentences at the end to make it sound like you're constantly asking a question,
Yeah, even though you're not.
even though I'm not. It works.
That's a girl thing to do too.
Yeah.
That's kind of a good example.
I've heard I sound like someone from New Jersey or thereabouts. But
Yeah, you have zero accent. It's weird.
When you think English accents, do you think London or North? North
I
accent?
can't tell the difference if I'm
You
being
can't tell the
perfectly
difference.
honest.
You can't.
you
Tell the
can't tell the
difference.
difference between London accent and Scouse. Seriously?
guess-
Scouse man.
What is
Yeah.
Scouse?
Oh, seriously?
The British
Well,
TV
how do you-
shows are made in
Come
London.
on. I want my money back now.
Yeah.
Besides,
talking
none of that
about-
is broadcasted here.
That. Yeah.
The most
Scouse.
British thing we get here is Midsummer fucking Murders.
Oh,
And I don't want to live in that municipality in England.
Oh, haven't
need
you
to get some
seen
focus
Red
eyes.
Dwarf? Red Dwarf
Oh, Red Dwarf is so
beautiful.
good. So
yeah,
good.
Red Dwarf is brilliant.
So good.
I don't
They're
think it's time to
renewing
watch
it. 2 more series. 2
Wait,
more
really?
series.
They're
Yeah.
really
Are we
doing that.
They're
What are we
doing
talking
it.
about
Red Dwarf.
Awesome. Red Dwarf.
now? Red Dwarf?
You've never
What's-
heard of Red Dwarf? God.
Oh, it's a. I think they have it on Netflix. I've never actually watched it.
It's a
Philistine.
sci-fi comedy.
You
It's a sci-fi comedy,
Philistine.
and it's brilliant.
It's like a Star Trek type parody, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yes,
kind
sort of. A combination of all types of science fiction. The ship looks more like Battlestar Galactica than it does the Starship Enterprise.
I see that when I'm not a big fan of either of them, so I would kind of put them in the same category. But that's probably because I don't watch either of them.
No, I'm a huge sci-fi nerd.
Well, yeah.
I've watched almost
I've watched quite a few Star Trek movies, and I like Star Wars, but Star Wars is really not. It's more of a action, I guess, thing than
Space opera.
the whole shebang.
Here's a good check to see how into sci-fi you are. Have you seen Firefly?
Yeah, I have.
Good man. Good man.
But I wasn't a huge. I'm not. I wouldn't put Firefly
You're
really
not a
high
brown
on
coat.
the sci-fi things that I like.
I'm a brown coat.
Yeah.
I'm a brown coat.
I watched Firefly mostly because I had an ex that was really, really like Firefly, so I watched the whole thing, and it was alright. I don't see what all the buzz is, though.
No, that's because you're a Philistine.
Yep. Anyway, I think we've pretty much run out of topics and shit to say. I'm probably going to call it there, dude, if that's all the same with you. I'm tired.
Yeah, I should probably get some sleep.
We should let Maroon get some sleep so he can be all refreshed tomorrow for glorious gay stuff in the Colorcabal HQ.
Look, I still ache from last time.
Coffee's gonna go to bed for an hour and be up in an hour. So.
Before we all go and bugger off and do our various things, I will give everyone a chance to shamelessly shill their shit, if they have any shit to shamelessly shill. But we'll start from left to right on my screen. So we start with Coffee. If people want to hear from you, where can they find you?
I have absolutely nothing worth shilling except for my Twitter account, which I tweet random stuff.
Shill the shit out of it then.
About things.
Tweet about things. Cool. Very specific.
Well, I strive to deliver.
Well, yeah, there are things you tweet about them. I mean, you can't say it's false advertisement.
No, not as many. I believe in that.
So yeah, send out your Twitter account address, thingy-madoodle, to everyone, and your password so that we can go in and do shit.
Let's see. We start with the password. Maroon, capital M. Is capital I. Fucking, capital F. Hot, capital T.
Okay. Can I ask what your inspiration was for that password?
Yeah, I had Crimson on the phone.
Okay, cool. But yeah, what's your Twitter address for the people listening?
Oh, it's at a_man_in_coffee.
Yep.
And
next up, we have Jan. I'm not going to even bother pronouncing the rest of your name. I know.
Oh yeah, I know. It's horrific.
Is it Helge? Helge?
Jan Helge. Jan Helge.
Jan Helge. Jan Helge. Where are you situated on the internet, and how can people find you?
Well, there's always my Twitter account, which is JH Lulevik, double L. Not at the beginning. It's JHLILLEVIK. And otherwise, I also have my blog, which is benign.wordpress.com. And I hope to have my book finished within. Well, I don't want to set a date because I'm not going to make that mistake again.
Yeah. Don't do that.
But it's going to be soon. My book will be available soon, and I will also, shill that like crazy on my Twitter account. And yeah. I on my blog I usually write about science fiction and fantasy and about the art of writing, and I also review books that I like. I don't review shit I don't like because I don't like to write negative things, except when I'm on Twitter.
Well, yeah, but that's Twitter.
Yeah.
Everyone likes to write negative things on Twitter. Next up, we have Kate. Where can people find you?
Twitter is probably the best place. And my handle is knelligan12. That's KNELLIGAN 12. And also, Jan has excerpts from his book on his blog. He didn't mention that, but for anybody that's interested.
I'm very shy. I'm very not very talkative. So
Obviously, yeah.
He likes to keep himself to himself.
yeah,
Next
me
up
and
is
Coffee sitting in our corner.
just drinking
Did you
coffee
bring
and
beer?
just
Yeah,
drinking
of course,
coffee
I'll
and
bring the beer and the mead.
just drinking
No,
coffee
dude.
and vibrating in the corner from the caffeine rush.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Coffee, you bring the beer because Danish beer is better than Norwegian beer. I'll bring the mead.
Okay, I'll bring Tuborg.
Yeah, Tuborg is good.
Next up we have Indigo. Where can people find you if they want to hear more of your inane ramblings?
Well, I have nothing to actually shill. I consume all forms of media and produce nothing.
Oh, perfect.
You can find me at Sig Indigoku, at a boy in Indigo, and my Steam name is Super Saiyan Sig, and that's about it.
Cool. Awesome. I am at a man in maroon with all the underscores, same as with coffee. And that's and also on top of that, the YouTube channel that you're watching this very video on, crazy, is managed by me, and I do a podcast every Saturday. I don't know if these hangouts are going to be regular yet. I'm going to see what happens. But yeah, the podcast tomorrow is going to be all Gamergate related. We're going to have some topics on. It's going to be great. We're going to have Cult of Vivian on, I believe, as well as Harmful Opinion. Going to get him on as well. It's going to be good. And yeah.
Is harmful opinion? That's Omniuk, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Strings.
Yeah, that's the one.
You just started a pretty good YouTube channel recently, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He just streamed Hatred, I think, too. He got a press review copy.
Yeah, it makes me really jealous of him. Want to take him, skin him, and steal his games because I really want to try Hatred.
Stop it, Bolton.
Look, the North will never forget.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Okay. Well, we'll leave it there. Goodbye, good night, and fuck off, everybody.